Hello Cancerians and welcome to September 2023. So for September 2023 you have got the new moon happening in your third house. So that's going to be very much about communications. It's going to be about communicating in your local environment. It's going to be about possibly looking at the way that you communicate with others, looking at the way that you're communicating with the wider world even. You could be studying, you could be writing a book, you could be editing something, you could be thinking about writing a book or about blogging or about some other kind of communications project. Maybe you're thinking of starting a YouTube or a TikTok or an Instagram channel or platform or something where you get to put your voice out into the world. So it's going to be a really important month for you to have some kind of reawakening in that respect, Cancer. Do not underestimate the power of your voice, is what I'm hearing. Do not underestimate the power of your voice, of your message, because everyone has something to say and you feel things very deeply, so you have a lot to say. Cancerians, most Cancerians I know have got a great sense of humour as well, and it could be because they feel so deeply, they hurt so deeply, and so they find this way to heal all of that with humour. So it could be that you want to do something funny. Maybe it's not something particularly deep and meaningful. Maybe you just want to, make people laugh, make yourself laugh. So, but this is definitely going to be a month for some kind of a rebirth or a reinvention in that respect, in that area of your life, Cancerians, if you choose. Okay? So let's get into a bit more of the specifics. If you already have one of those things going on, it could be that you're looking at new ways of doing that, or maybe you're looking at a second platform, look at branching out into another area of communication. Or if you've got, some kind of an online channel, yes, it could be that you're starting to think about whether you want to do something in terms of words and, books and blogs and things of that nature. So let's see where you've been, looking at the past now. So in the past, Cancerian, you've had a lot of energy and drive and strength that's been going into trying to build up your self-confidence, trying to recreate yourself. You've got Mars, you've got Jupiter together. Jupiter, confidence, expansion, I can do anything, self-belief, I'm lucky, I've got lucky girl syndrome. And you've got Mars. You've been really wanting to really convince yourself that you can do what you want to do, trying to shore up your confidence, trying to get yourself out there. And the energy that you've been putting into this, it could have been that you've been using affirmations, that you've been going for therapy, you've been listening to motivational speakers, whatever it is. It feels like there's been a lot of energy, a lot of mental energy going into just the aspect of your life that's connected to building the confidence and the self-belief to actually do whatever this thing is that you could be planning to do. So this actually aligns perfectly with starting a new communications venture. You're also being asked, though, to clear your vibes, because it's possible that some of the doubts, the fears, the insecurities that you have within you are coming from people around you, or are coming from, some kind of influence that you're not aware of. It could be some kind of a dark influence. It could be an influence that you're ingesting. It could be something that you're taking in every day from someone else, someone who is, someone who doubts you, or someone who wants to kind of control what you're doing. But I'm not going to get into that, because ultimately when we become that empowered, it's very difficult for other people to influence us and pull us off our path. And if they are showing us that and we are responding and hooking into that energy with them, it really is just a sign to ourselves that there's something that's unhealed that we need to still work on. So keep working on building that confidence and don't get into that. But you do need to clear your energy on a daily basis, just to keep your focus on building your confidence, to keep that energy moving through you and through your life, where you keep asking yourself, can I do this? Not just can I do this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And you get to a point, Cancerians, where you're gonna have to just stop that dialogue and stop, watching a motivational video is not doing something. Yes, it can help you. Yes, it can motivate you. And yes, it could very well be the thing that got you to where you can actually see yourself doing it now, but it's still not taking action. It's very easy for us to just watch these videos endlessly, and it feels as if you're doing something because it's all rah, rah, rah. It gets you all excited and it's like, yes, I can. And then you realize at the end of the day that actually you didn't. Okay, so really be aware of, not spending too much time on energy building your confidence now, and actually just jumping in, get off the pot. Get in, jump in, do something, make something happen. You've got first light, beginning of a new cycle, so it's absolutely time for that beginning now. Come September the 15th, when that new moon hits in your third house, Cancerians, you really need to get going. You really need to, put it into action to actually make it start happening. Live playfully and with a light heart. Lighten up, Cancer. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Give it a try. If it's, if you're thinking of doing something, if it is one of these online things and it relies on video, to start with recorded video. You don't have to jump in with live. And remember, if you record a video and you don't like it, don't post it, but do something. Okay, so where are you at the moment? Where you are right now is, okay, some of you are musicians, because this is really jumping out at me. We've got connect with music. For some of you, it's really just a question of using music to boost your happiness. Maybe there are songs from the past, from when you had more confidence, that you could listen to. What was your era? What was your clubbing era? Or what was that era where everything was working out for you? What were the songs that you were listening to then? It's a great trick to play on your mind. There was a study done where they brought all the music into a care home of the 1950s, people that was their teenage, their youth years were the 50s. They brought the music in, they put a jukebox in, they got them to wear got people, I think they had the care attendants wearing the 50s clothes and all of that, and it took years off those people. It brought back so much confidence and so much joy, and it actually helped to heal some of them from certain debilitating illnesses. It changed their perspective on things. It was transformative. So don't underestimate the power of music. And if you are a musician, Cancerians, then you really do. It's even more important for you to actually step into that reality, and you are now thinking about that a lot. That could be what you've been trying to motivate yourself to move towards now. You've got the sun, so your spirit is strong right now. Your personality, your sense of destiny, your sense of who you are is very strong, and it's taken you a long time to get here, but you've got some clarity now about what you want to do, whereas before you were thinking, you knew you wanted to do something, but you weren't sure exactly what it was. Now there's more clarity. You've got Saturn. So you've got a lot of challenges around you. You've had a lot of challenges in the past, but that's what makes you so gifted. And you still have a lot of challenges around you at the moment, but you're being asked to see the possibility that you can still be happy. In tarot, the Sun card is pure happiness, Okay, in astrology, it's your personality, it's your self-image, it's all of those things. But in tarot, it's happiness, and you've also got the happiness card in the Soul Helper oracle as well. So it really is time. You're being asked to move away from just focusing on the lessons and the harshness of the past and start to try to see yourself as someone who can truly be happy. Look at this. You've got joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. So what will it take, Cancerians? What will it take for you to actually see yourself as a being that could be happy? Start to do that now. And if it's about taking a course of action, Do what makes you happy. You know, we only have a certain amount of time on this planet, and your time is now. Wherever you are, whenever you're watching this video, I don't care how old you are or how young you are, your time is now, because tomorrow isn't promised, so we don't know how much time we have, any of us, collectively or you know, personally. So what's moving in, what future are you moving into? If you start to take those actions, you are definitely, so you've got 5th house Cancerian, the house of creativity. You are definitely going to be online for a big creative awakening, a big creative unfolding that you're not even seeing yet, because the more you do, the more you can do. And when you start to actually, whatever it is, make videos or write that blog or connect with people in your own particular unique way, it will actually generate more energy. It's incredible how that works. You might feel now that you're lacking energy, or there's too much happening around you, or you feel stifled, or you feel stunted, or you feel held back. But the energy of creativity itself will actually push you forward and will actually give you more creations and more creative energy. You know, it's sort of, creative energy begets creativity. It's infinite. It just starts flowing. Once you turn that tap on, it just keeps flowing. But if you don't do anything at all, there's just stagnation and unhappiness. So you're being asked to reclaim your happiness now, and to start that by being creative and committing to a creative path, and watch it flourish, watch it open up. Sorry, that was the wrong card. That's the 5th house. But you also have, look at this, the 3rd house. The 3rd house. So you've got, you know, not only the moon, the new moon happening in your 3rd house on the 15th, but you also have that card here, which is about your potential to learn something. It's about, you know, communications in your neighborhood, but it's also about how you communicate in the world. It's about the book you want to write, the blog you want to start, the YouTube channel or the TikTok channel, or the whatever it is that you want to start, live streaming, anything at all. The communications that you want to be truly and totally committed to. So you also have, also for some of you Cancerians, you might want to connect up with a sibling that you've lost touch with, because the 3rd house is the house of siblings. It could be that you're going to get some inspiration from a sibling who's doing something creative, or I don't know, there's something there for someone, not for everyone. There's something there, you know, you're missing a step there, or you're missing a trick there. There's something, you know, come together anyway with people. Don't, you know, sometimes we lose sight of things, and we lose people because you just can't connect, or you've been through too much trauma, and everyone's been through too much trauma, and they just can't connect with each other. But you know, sometimes these people are in our lives for a reason. There's a soul contract there, and maybe there's a sibling that's in your life because they could inspire you in some way at this crucial time in your evolution, you know, where you need a bit of a kickstart, you know, a soul contract to get you moving if you go off course, that sort of energy. You've got release your creative energies, and it's right next to the 5th house card, which is the card of creative energies and creations. Also the card of romance. So it could be that you're reevaluating love. It could be that there's a new opportunity, a new rebirth in love, where you start to see a partner differently and you open up to each other. Or maybe there's a new partner, or if you're single, you know, maybe you start dating again, something. And friends who are trustworthy. You know, it could be that there are friendships that you start to appreciate much more, that you start to value much more. It could be that new friends are going to start coming in, but you're also being asked to remember your roots, Cancerians. Go deep and, you know, treasure those roots, explore those roots, trust what makes you feel safe, you know, trust, you know, in some cases, for some of you, it will be about forming new friendships, but for some of you, it will be about trusting the friendships that are rooted in the past, that also give you that great vibration of things from the past, times from the past where you were that old confident self, you know, the friends who will say, yes, you can, the friends will say, yeah, do it, go for it. Those are the friends that you need right now, the ones that mirror that aspect of yourself that's currently trying to grow and explode. Okay, that's it for September, Cancerians. Have a fantastic month, and yeah, take care of yourself and your creative heart, and go out into the world and communicate your message, because the world needs them right now, your messages. Okay, bye for now. Bye.